Welcome to Texas Envirothon. Our theme this year, our special topic, is adapting to a changing climate. Let's just start off with some general information about this year's Envirothon. The registration is ready online. The charge this year is $150 per team. And we're allowing you to bring up to 3 teams per campus. So if you are 2 schools on one campus, we are counting you as 1 school. The venue is in the Houston-Galveston area. We are not letting out any more information right now. We're hoping mostly in the Galveston area, but some people have still to confirm our asks from them, so we cannot say that 100% just yet. The winning team will attend the national competition, which is July 23rd to the 29th in New Brunswick, Canada. So this winning team, the students will need passports. And once you're the winning team and you have decided you are going to attend New Brunswick, those, if they don't have passports already, those passport applications need to go out as soon as possible. The school will need to purchase the flights. UHCL will reimburse them up to $4,000 in travel expenses once travel is complete. It's very helpful and it's cheaper if you book your flights well in advance. Or straight away, yes. If you have difficulty with students obtaining passports, etc., obviously you come and talk to us about it and we see if we can find a way to help you through that. The dates. Now notice we've made a change this year. Normally we're Saturday through a Monday. This year we're trying something different to see if it makes things easier for people. We're going to do it a Friday through a Sunday. Friday afternoon, there will be an afternoon field trip. This will not be a mandatory field trip, but we do hope that you will make good use of it. The Saturday morning, we'll have our morning workshops. In the afternoon, we'll have the field tests. And Sunday morning, we'll have the oral presentations, and Sunday lunch, awards luncheon, and then everyone can go home. So if you really have difficulty taking time away from school, you should be able to fit it on over the weekend. But hopefully you will be able to make it from Friday or afternoon through. Okay, so the field trip, it's not that we haven't done any work, we have asked. We're just waiting for final permissions. We know where that's going to be. The workshops are going to be at the Sea Camp Center at A&M Galveston. The field test, we're keeping that to ourselves for a while, but it'll be in the Houston, Galveston area. The oral presentations, again, to be decided, but also in the Houston-Galveston area, and we'll have an awards luncheon at that same venue. Just some more things about the field test. Will be 2 to 5 in the afternoon. The exact location will be sent out with the final schedules, which will be about a week before the competition. All materials that you need will be provided. We do not allow any books, smartphones, or aides memoir out with the students on the field. We will allow a backpack with a jacket or a raincoat and any personal items the student may need. Now, I think I've said this before, having any kind of notes or books or smartphones in their backpack, even if they haven't used it, will be counted as cheating. So please just make sure you check your students' backpacks or get them to check each other's backpacks, whatever, make sure they do not have anything with them during the field test. One big hint here, get them to read all the study materials provided in their area or in their expertise kind of area. We will not ask questions that will not be covered in some way in the study materials or in the workshops.
Or in this workshop.
Or in this workshop, yes. We will expect general knowledge of the field test area. We will expect them to be familiar with the names of bodies of water around where they are being tested. We will expect them to know whether they are saline or fresh water. We will expect to know the main sources of water for those bodies of water. We will return the graded tests. There will be some repeat questions on them. That's a nice hint for you guys. We do feel, as you do, that kids learn better if they see where they've made the mistakes. We will ask, please, brief answers only, no essays. It's a field test. So if we ask you, for instance, for 2 reasons why such and such happens or doesn't happen, and we get given a laundry list of reasons, we will ask the graders who work very hard not to work any harder than they have to and just grade the first 2 answers. They're not going to trawl through a whole laundry list full of answers. So tell your kids not to waste their time. Okay, so the oral presentation, we're doing it slightly differently. It will be live in that the presentation will be done live in front of a group of judges, but we are going to send the question out in advance like we have done in previous years. So we'll send the question out on Monday, March the 27th. That's Monday before the competition. We expect a PowerPoint presentation. It should be 20 minutes long, and there will be 10 minutes for questions from judges. Now, those of you who have entered the competition before know there are points to the length. So if it's too long, you lose points. If it's too short, you lose points. The photos, if they're used in their presentation, need to be credited to their source. References need to be cited correctly and also referred to in the body of the presentation. So as you're spouting facts to impress the judges, we like you to mention then and there where you got those facts from. Please don't include any film clips. If you're including budgets in your presentation, then we need estimates of what you're talking about. Now, I'm not talking about, ground down numbers. I'm talking about ballpark figures. You're talking 5-figure sums, 6-figure sums, 7-figure sums. We need to know that, because otherwise you're just talking about castles in the sky. We need to have some indication that they've got a real idea of what the amount of money involved is. We want everybody to contribute equally. That's all students must contribute equally. So even if all students help with the PowerPoint, we want all students to help present the PowerPoint as well. And that goes for answering questions. All students should be able to answer questions and take it in turns to answer the questions so that nobody's left as a wallflower in the corner. We want everyone to take part. And finally, to dress, because we've been doing it from home for the last few years, to remind everybody that we'd like them to be wearing their Envirothon t-shirt.
No PJs.
Oh, no PJs. No, they won't wear PJs, but the smart pants or skirts, not their jeans with the holes ripped in them, something that they would wear to a workplace, something reasonably professional. And it's important that the judges are not able to identify which school they come from with what they're wearing, so nothing that identifies which school that they're from. So does anybody have any questions for us?
Can we start with some introduction from the teachers, please? How about Tony, you go first.
Tony Strohmeyer with Richardson High School up near Dallas area.
Hi, I'm Elisa Salvans, also from Richardson High School. Looking forward to this year.
I'm Christina Young from Kingwood High School, which is North Houston.
Okay, cool.
Hello, I'm Andrew Cortez. I teach in the Rio Grande Valley Science Academy in Mercedes.
Hi, I'm Kim Lufkin at Carroll Senior High School out in Southlake, Texas.
Do we have any more teachers with us? We've got some master naturalists, I think. Is that all of our teachers?
But I'm Stephanie Martz from the Academy of Science and Technology in the Woodlands.
Okay. Are you with Larissa?
Yes.
Excellent. So we do have a few master naturalists, if you guys want to unmute and say hello as well.
Hello, this is Patty Trimmingham. I'm a master naturalist. I usually help with the event.
Hi, I'm Penny Basir, and I'm a master naturalist, and I'm curious about this event and possibly would like to help.
Emily, it's Rowena here.
Yes.
Didn't you bring a team in the past?
I have. In fact, I think I brought a team for 3 years, and it was a wonderful experience. The students were so enthusiastic about it. I'm not bringing a team this year. I am attending as a master naturalist, and I'm finishing up my master's degree in environmental management. So I figured this would be a really good thing to add to my arsenal.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And hopefully we'll have some really interesting presentations today. Right, so I must admit, we're very excited about this particular current issue topic. It's, I think, far more relevant than all the rangeland topics we might have had in the past for mostly urban-based students. Yeah, what do you think, Wendy? You think it's quite exciting?
Yes, I think it's a great topic. Whoever wins competition is going to have a great experience up in New Brunswick. I've been up there once before with a group of students, the national event always puts on a really good event. And so it's a great experience for the students. We're excited about this topic. How about you guys? How many teams do you have interested at this point?
I'm looking at 2 right now. I may have to fill in for 1, but the question with the passports, if all of a sudden we come stressed where the student's not getting one, or for some reason, is there the same idea where we can take one person from one team to fill in that gap as long as they've competed before, like how we had to do before?
Yes, we can definitely do that. And
it was a max
it'll
of
be a
2, correct?
short turnaround time, probably, if they don't have a passport. It's fairly short. I guess it's taken about 2 months now to get passports.
On the normal scale, I just got mine yesterday. It took 7 weeks. A student did it over Christmas and did the rush and got it within 1 week.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So,
that costs a lot of money, though.
I think it was like another 165 or something like that. But I mean, if that's a stressful situation, but I know even if it's not about the passport, what if it's about, how we've had kids that are going to school?
Right. Yeah, that's
classes.
fine.
They said there
As
was a
long as
max.
we
of
definitely,
switching
we
to.
need a team of 5 students. The national has a rule that you can't switch out, I think, more than 2 students. So if you could try to stay within that limit. I know sometimes things happen, and we'll definitely work with you. We want to send a team of 5 because we're really not competitive if we don't have 5 kids going up.
Correct. Yeah, so we've got 2.
2, okay. Stephanie, how about you guys?
Well, we'll bring 3. We have 5 teams vying to go, so we'll have to pick the top 3.
Okay, are you guys still have your initial competition out at Jones Forest?
Yes.
So that's how you whittle your teams down?
Right, yes.
Okay. And Christina?
To be completely honest, I've never heard of y'all, and I saw the advertisement pop up, email, whatever, and I thought I'd check it out.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well.
I teach aquatic science, and I have a coworker who teaches environmental science, so I thought I'd check this out and maybe we could work together.
That's perfect. And where are you located?
North Houston in Kingwood High School.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that sounds great. We would love to have you come this year. Andrew, how about you?
I have 3 teams.
3, awesome. And Kim?
I have 13 kids that are interested, so probably 2 teams unless more come in.
That's great. The new teams, if you do end up having questions after this about the process or just anything, please feel free to email us, and we'll be happy to email you back or give you a phone call. I prefer phone calls, but I will email as well if you have any questions about the competition. I guess otherwise.
I do have a quick question. So on the prompt, you're going to release it on the 27th. Do we have to send y'all a copy or anything like that before, or we have it, we're ready to go, and we present it live that Sunday morning?
You could send us a copy if you wanted to, I would say, just so we have it. But I don't think
more
we're
of
going to
just a backup, not like we have to have it by midnight at this time, and that can't be altered, because you've had that before.
Yes.
Since this one's such a short time period, that's like, I can understand why. Because last time you had it like 4 weeks almost before the presentation. So here we got like less than a week.
So do you think that, so this is new and we're open to discussion here. Do you think that is not enough time?
I think it'll be tight, but it'll make them not procrastinate. And the idea that if we don't have a deadline, that deadline is basically that Sunday morning, like they have all that time to work on it, and that night, because you're going to do some workshops and maybe a new idea pops up. But of course, they probably want to have it done before then, because altering it, you don't have time to practice.
Yes.
But with all the school activities going on too, that is,
right, and getting ready to leave and.
Well, yeah. So at the actual National Envirothon, I believe they're given a full day to work on their presentations. I was thinking, with access to the internet and everything, if they're doing PowerPoints, we have to give them internet access. And 3 hours isn't going to be enough to come up with something. So this is just a way of us trying to find a balance in that. I think there will be a deadline, but it will probably be on the morning of the presentation. So as soon as the first team presents, no one else is allowed to carry on with their presentation. They had to hand in their thumb drive or whatever they've got their presentation on.
Yeah, correct. I agree.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any comments on the amount of time? I think everybody's okay with that. Us giving it on the Monday of the week of the competition.
So just to clarify, on the Friday is an optional field trip?
Technically, it's optional. We would recommend that students attend.
Are there hotels that you were going to recommend or you're going to block that we can go to? How does that part work?
We haven't covered that.
Okay.
Wendy, you take that?
Yeah, in the past, when we've had lots of teams, we've done that because we've had enough rooms to warrant a block of hotels. I don't know that we'll have that many hotel rooms that we'll need to be securing. We can certainly look at that and maybe send a couple of them. That's kind of been on your own, I guess, the last couple of years. If you would like for us to look for some places, we can do that, especially when we get confirmation on all the different sites. We'll give you a recommendation of probably where it's best that you stay.
That's what I was wondering about too. And then, so then you recommend that we all have we'll have our transportation to take us to all the different sites. So like we'll bring a van. Is that the expectation? And then there's one main site, but you'll announce that later.
So there's the field test site that will be announced later.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we will. I don't know if we're going to be 2 or 3 sites plus the field trip. We're still working on that.
Okay.
But yes, yes, strongly recommend you have a way to transport your students around.
Yeah, and that's always been the case.
Yeah, because it's my first one that I'm actually in. It's a normal one because I've never done a normal one yet. And then also, and how many teams? Is it 1 team or 2?
You can bring up to 3.
We can still bring 3. Okay.
Yeah, per campus, up to 3 teams per campus. So if you are 2 campuses, 2 schools occupying a single campus, you cannot make that 6 teams. It'll be 3 teams between the 2 of you.
Okay. And then how did you get more people? That's what I also missed. Like, are you getting some more interest from other schools, or was it?
Oh, you guys are it at the moment.
It looks like there's more people on, but maybe not.
Yes. Some of these people are master naturalists. We invited them to come along to get some advanced training.
I think there's one new school, but I'm not sure which person it is on here.
Okay.
So it's still pretty, I would say, it's still pretty small. It really has not recovered from COVID. We had about 24 teams before COVID, and then we were going out and recruiting at places like the CAST and some of the region meetings. And we have not done that this year, but we need to start doing that.
Yes.
What day was the thing at A&M Galveston? What day was that?
Saturday.
Saturday morning? Okay.
Yes. Yes. So the workshops and the field tests will both be on the Saturday. Oral presentations will be Sunday morning. So the idea was you'll be all done by Sunday afternoon, the kids to drive home, be able to come back at school Monday morning.
We'd like to thank all of our participants for joining us, giving up your Saturday, and especially to all of our presenters, but I think they're mostly gone. But definitely thank you to you teachers, and we really appreciate you sticking with our program, and we hope to have a good competition for you this year.
Yeah. And I will be providing certificates for continuing education. Is that what we call it? All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
See you in March.
Bye, everyone.